Alright, welcome to our first web tutorial. My name is Josh. The sound quality on this isn't great, but this is just the first of what we hope will be many tutorials, and this is just a quick and dirty one to show you how to put together the star album that went out with the November SEI Club kit. As you can see, I've already put together part of this album just because we don't want to do the whole thing online. We're just going to put together a couple of them so you get the general idea. What I've done first, as you can see, I have gone through and cut out all of the page sizes that it lists in the instructions, and I've scored and folded them down the middle. That'll just make things easier as we go. Also, this is the small size. I made this one as an example, but what I've done actually is gone through and embellished the inside pages first. Now you want to do that because with the star album, the inside page does not lay flat against the outside pages, so you won't be able to embellish unless you do it beforehand. So, we are going to put together one of the inside star album pages. I like to set my double stick tape right in front of my project so I can just measure out how much I'm going to need. The way we put these together, starting with the outside one, we're going to take, or the back one as it's called in the instructions, we're going to take the middle one and we're just going to lay it right up against the edge of the outside one. Make sure it's straight and press it down. We'll worry about this edge in a minute. Then we're going to take the inside one and do the same thing we just did with the middle one. Doesn't have to be right up to the edge. As close as you can get it is good because that's what's going to hold the pages together. I'm using double stick tape because it doesn't require any drying time. You can certainly use glue if you want some glue stick. Okay, so we've got the page basically half done. What we're going to do is fold up the first page and put more sticky tape on the edge. This is double stick tape, so I don't have to worry about putting on so much. Fold up this middle piece and stick it down to that. And, as you might have guessed, we're going to fold this one up. Now it'll seem kind of strange because, like I said, the inside is shorter than the outside, but when you put them all together, it'll work out just fine. Okay, the outside one is just a little bit different. I've gone and done this outside one already. It's different because we're going to put a strip down this side to make it look a little more like a book. And we're going to attach a ribbon on this side so that we can tie it up when we're done. So I want to make sure I'm putting the double stick tape on the outside edge of this one. So I'm putting my strip down with that out. And at this point, before we put on the double stick tape, we're going to attach the ribbon. I'm using the glue stick for this because I want it to be a little more secure than the double stick tape is going to make it. And if you'll notice, I am laying the printed side out because when you glue it down, you want the printed side to show. So it doesn't show now, but it will. Just put some glue on there. Doesn't have to be a lot, just enough to get it to stick down. I'm just eyeballing it. As long as it's close to the middle, you're okay. Okay, so having put that down, now we can do this one just like we did the previous one. Make sure the double stick tape sticks to that ribbon. Lay this one down, and then this is the opening page, so we'll put it on last so that the ribbon shows up on the outside. Okay. you want to make sure, what I was just checking, is that when you glue it on, the page on the inside is going to go right side up. So I was just double checking. Again, we're just putting the corners together and lining it up, pushing it down. And we're going to close this one up just like the one before it. Double stick tape right to the edge. Don't worry about it if you go over. That's the beauty of double stick tape, or you can trim it off with scissors or an X-Acto blade after the fact. Okay, so we've got the ribbon showing on the outside, this little sticker binding on the outside, the picture going right side up. Now we're going to just put these pages together. Again, I'm using double stick tape. You could use glue if you want. It's whatever you prefer. I'm going to put one big long one diagonally on the page just to give it extra support. And since I'm working from the back forward, just on this one, I'm going to put this middle page lined up with the one before it. Again, the two sides and a diagonal one just for support. Make sure everything is good and stuck down. And you have your finished star album. Ribbon on the outside. You can tie that up when you give it to someone, or keep it for yourself. And when you want to display it, you simply fold it around, retie the ribbon, and you've got a picture display of all those inside pages. So, that's a quick way to put together a star album.